Okay, so now we have to initiate the equation and then we will go with the various terminology used in hyperbola, sorry, horizontal ellipse. Okay, now look at this. Suppose that if you will have a curve equation which will look like this: x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. So if you will fall under this case, okay, so this is representing ellipse. Okay, or you have to convert every question into one of this form. Okay, now look at this. Suppose that the value of a is greater than value of b. Okay, so under this case you will have horizontal ellipse. Is that clear? Now look at this. Your horizontal ellipse will look like this. Now look at this. So this is the graph of ellipse. I'll put some points which you have to memorize. Okay, and this is bare minimum. Now you know that it is vertex. Okay, so here can I say that y component will become 0? So if y component will become 0, this component will become 0, and you will have x square equals to a square. So it is plus minus a. So can I go with a comma 0, okay, and minus a comma 0? I hope this vertex you can find. Okay, this is also vertex. Here x component is 0. So if x component is 0, it will become 0, and then y square will be equal to b square. Then it will become 0 comma b, and it will become 0 comma minus b. So I hope you got your vertex done. Is that okay? Now in this part you will have two foci. This is S1, okay, and this is your S2. So there will be two foci. Okay, it is AE comma 0, it is minus of AE comma 0. Okay, so this is your focus. Also this thing will be treated as center. Okay, now look at this. You know that this length is bigger. I am talking about this part. So we call this as major axis. Okay, and we call this thing as minor axis. Okay, I'll label those names. Okay, and then this, you know, it is directrix. So you know that we have two foci, so we will have two directrix. Okay, and here it is what? A. So here it is a x equals to a by e. Okay, here it is x equals to minus a by e. Okay, so till this part you guys are comfortable? Okay, now look at this. I'll proceed, and like I'll be talking about so many points. So the point number 1, center. Okay, center. So you know that this is the center. So center is 0 comma 0. Okay, so it is 0 comma 0. Now foci. So you know that focus is singular. So plural form of focus is foci. Okay, So you know that there are two focus, this one and this one. Okay, so foci is AE comma 0 and minus of AE comma 0. Done with the foci? Okay, now I'll talk about vertex. I'll go with both. So suppose that I'm talking about this vertex, this, okay, and this. So you know that it is a comma 0, I have to put y 0. So can I go with a comma 0 and minus a comma 0? So who is this major axis? Major axis. Now I can go with this as well, है ना? So it is 0. Now for that I have to put x as 0. So you will get y as plus minus b. So can I go with 0 comma b and 0 comma minus b? This is minor axis. Okay, now I'll go with directrix. So who is directrix? This is directrix. We will have two directrix. Okay, and you can memorize this by using focus. So focus is AE, so directrix will be A by E. Okay, so directrix is x equals A by E, first one, x equals minus of A by E. Okay, now suppose that we are interested in latus rectum. So you know that latus rectum is what? It's a chord perpendicular to the axis of the ellipse. Okay, also it is passing through focus, correct? And means I am talking about this thing, this white line. Okay, so I am talking about length of latus rectum. Okay, now look at this. You know that here x component will remain the same, correct? So the x component is same. So can I say that it is AE comma AE, x will be AE always. So can I write a square E square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1? Batao, this is correct or wrong? Correct. Now this thing gone. Can I write y square equals 1 minus e square into b square? Can I say that y will be equal to plus or minus, I'll go with root, okay, b square 1 minus e square. Done. So you got both the coordinates, correct? So can I say that the length of latus rectum will become what? 2 times b square into 2 times root over b square into 1 minus e square. Need not to memorize, but go with the flow. Okay, now if you have observed in this part, we guys have extensively used a, who is a below x square, b, who is, it is below y square, and also we guys have used e. So we have to memorize one relationship as well. Relationship between a, b and e. Okay, now try to memorize the way I have memorized this situation. Okay, now what I want to do is, First I will write 1 minus e square. I will write 1 minus e square for sure. Okay. Now try to judge a and b. You know that, like, a is bigger in this case. The thing which is bigger will go inside. The thing which is bigger will go inside. So a is bigger, so a square will get trapped between them. So this is the relationship between a, b and e. Okay, is it clear? Now you can connect with this situation. Okay, so instead of writing, like, in place of 1 minus e square, you can write this plus or minus b square, and then b square by a square, correct? Or you can go with b square by a, that is plus or minus. Okay, now if I'll ask you the coordinate of lattice rectum, you will say, sir, it is x coordinate is ae only, and y coordinate will be b square by a and ae comma minus of b square by a. Okay, and you know that if I'll ask you the length of lattice rectum, you will say 2 times 2b square by a. Okay, if you can memorize it. If you cannot, it's not a big deal. We will solve these kind of questions in that case also. Okay, but try if possible. Okay, so now you have this relationship is very 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 important. Okay, it is much needed. So please try to hold great command over relationship between a, b and e. So you have to just take care. Here we will have 1 minus e square for sure. If a is bigger, so a will get trapped between them. If b is bigger, b will get trapped between them. Okay, and remaining thing will come at LHS part. Okay, I hope till this part you guys are okay. Okay, and this lecture is very important. Like, if you have good command over here, you can solve any question I'm telling you. Okay.